The consultative stakeholders engagement meeting intends to gather information in regards to practices which promotes gender-based violence and affect children's rights from the different stakeholders so as to build a compendium that can be implemented by the ministry. Ongerto Jessica, the Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, during the engagement said, fighting gender-based violence is everyone's responsibility, adding that every stakeholder who is present in the meeting has to act as an ambassador so that the information needed can reach down to the intended persons easily, and implore the stakeholders to strive to be the change they need.
I'm sure you get awakened every day and you become the ambassador that you're supposed to be. I know that we were identifying people who can be TOTs, but we are wherever we are. Not so? Yes. At least every day we interact with people and we hear the challenges that the people are going through. Don't say that the other one was the one that was elected in my group, like in mine it is human resource. We should be the change we want to see. And the moment we do that, we shall reach very fast.
Botanda Safi, the Probation and Welfare Officer at Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, explained the purpose of the consultative stakeholder engagement meeting.
As a Minister of Gender, we are mandated by law to ensure that all the children in this country are well cared for and are protected against violence, against abuse, against exploitation, and against neglect. Children have rights, but those children's rights are being violated and abused by the people who are supposed to protect their children. So as a ministry, with the support from UNICEF, we are developing what we call a compendium. And this compendium is going to have modules. These modules are intended to be used to train what we call the social workforce. And under this social workforce, we have a number of staff. These include the probation officers, the CDOs, the social workers, both in government and the private sector, civil society, the police officers, all those people who have a role to play in protecting children. So our being here today was about consulting. We wanted an input from the key stakeholders that I've just mentioned, so that as we come up with a national compendium, this compendium is owned by everybody.
Ameko Jimmy Wale, the Probation and Welfare Officer Moyo District, said the compendium is centered around 5 different thematic areas and forging a way forward in addressing the problems within the country.
Case management compendium, which we are building on in basically 5 areas of interest. One is GBV. Another one is violence against children. We're also looking at issues of mental health. We're looking at issues of harmful practices. And we're also looking at issues of psychosocial support.
And Joe Christine, a staff of CEFOD, and the participants say the thematic areas the ministry is focusing on are the same thematic areas being implemented by CEFOD through education, adding that their presence is to ascertain some of the challenges the district is facing and identify what CEFOD can do in ensuring these vices are being controlled in the communities.
Violence against children, the gender-based violence, the harmful traditional practices. As CEFOD, since most of our projects we handle violence against children by focusing on education or schools, we feel this will help us to also know as Moyo district which issues are affecting the district and then on which particular focus we should do. Come in and ensure that the district addresses that issue through the partner CEFOD.
Dominic Antonio Kumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.